My first question is to Janhvi. Janhvi, if you guys don't know already, was awarded the fashion icon with a heritage touch from the Prime Minister himself. You must have seen that very famous, yes, please, come on, don't be shy. You must have seen that meme where Janhvi went in her mode and tried to touch Prime Minister's feet. The Prime Minister reciprocated and touched her feet instead. And she, like this 20-year-old that she doesn't look it, all shy, has lots to say about that. So Janhvi, by the way, for all of you who don't know, is just 20. And on her page, the content that she speaks about is on sarees, different kind of sarees, where they come from, and in that mode, tell you a little bit about culture, tell you a little bit about heritage of India. Isn't that quite beautiful? So Janhvi, firstly, welcome, and tell us, how did it all really start? Saree, is this saree-fluencer? Can I call you that? Like, is that a phrase now?
Yeah, I think you can call me that, and I would love to be, right? So I think, I mean, fashion is subjective, but मुझे लगता है मेरे लिए fashion है अपने culture और अपने heritage को represent करना. If I can represent my state or any other particular state in Bharat, and I think भारत इतना सुंदर देश है, इतने सुंदर textiles है, prints हैं, and कहीं ना कहीं आजकल वो लुप्त हो रहा है, खत्म सा हो रहा है, right? तो बहुत सारे कॉमन प्रिंट्स हैं जो हमें पता है ना. A lot of us know बनारसी and then पैठणी and maybe पटोरा, but there are few more textiles जो लोगों को नहीं पता है. There is इकट, अजरक, like कोसा, मेखला. So ये जो प्रिंट्स हैं वो ना भारत में कहीं खो रहे हैं. एंड मेरा जो साड़ी से प्यार है वो बहुत ज़्यादा है, और मुझे लगा कि अगर मैं इतनी इंटरेस्टेड हूँ to know about the textile and the culture. So ऐसे बहुत सारे लोग होंगे. So I thought let's start a series and even I'll get to learn कि भारत में कितनी अलग-अलग साड़ीज़ हैं, एक साड़ी को बनने में कितना समय लगता है, कितनी valuable है. क्योंकि अगर हम इतिहास में भी जाके देखें, because मैं content बनाती हूँ तो मेरा content scriptures के around भी होता है, right? तो महाभारत में भी अगर हम जाके देखें तो माँ द्रौपदी और महाभारत के समय में माँ रुक्मणी ये भी शुरू ही हुई थी. तो ये सभ्यता कितनी पुरानी है ना. तो वहाँ से ये शुरू हुई एंड देन इट केम टू रामायण ऑल्सो, जहाँ माता सीता, माता कौशल्या भी हैंडलूम पर बने हुए हाथ शिल्प पर बनी हुई सिल्क की, रेशम की साड़ियाँ पहना करती थी. सो आई वॉन्ट टू रिवाइव कल्चर बैक इन इंडिया एंड टू रिप्रेजेंट साड़ी प्राउडली. सो दिस इज द न्यू कूल.
So we talked about saree influence. There is also travel influencing. Our next guest on the panel, उनके नाम के आगे आपने देखा होगा Bruised Passports लिखा है. वो उसी नाम से जाने जाते हैं. और हम जब इनसे बात कर रहे थे तो ये वैसे तरह के लोग हैं जिनको आप सोशल अपने स्क्रॉल पर देखते हैं, सोशल मीडिया पर, और कहते हैं ये हमेशा ट्रैवल करते रहते हैं, काम कब करते हैं. So we really want to understand from the two of you, काम कब करते हैं, हर समय ट्रैवल करते हैं, ये लाइफस्टाइल है, और कैसे हर समय वेकेशन पर होते हैं.
हमको ट्रैवलिंग इतनी अच्छी लगती है कि हमने उसे अपना काम ही बना लिया है. तो अब हम ट्राई करते हैं कि काम भी कर ले और पैशन भी फॉलो कर ले. बट आई ट्रूली थिंक दैट the reason why we started doing this was because both of us have known each other for a very long time, and we used to work in very different jobs, but increasingly we felt we want to spend more time together, and we had a shared passion of travel. So we thought, can't we do something that can combine everything? We can travel, spend more time with each other, and work as well, because it needs to be sustainable.
And with it, just for our audience, tell us how many countries have the two of you visited together so far?
As they say, just for age, like, it's just a number. But since we are talking about it, it's 110 now. Yeah, soon I think it'll be 111.
And did you tell me that you are traveling 300 out of 365 days?
Yeah. On an average, yeah. If we take an average for the last 10 years, then yeah, that will be the average.
We actually traveled full time for about 5 odd years.
Yeah.
Now we live in Delhi, but yeah, we travel 300
Live in
days
Delhi, matlab if 300 days you're out, how are you living in Delhi? What does that mean?
As my mom says, was suitcase rakhne aur kapde dhone aate ho, and then you're off again.
I have always wanted to understand this from travel influencers.
Yeah.
हम सब जाते हैं छुट्टियों पर to have a good time, to detox, to leave aside our phone and just chill, right? आप जाते हैं, is it hard? Is it work now that you have to make content, make reels, ensure that, you know, people are following, it's reaching the right audience, the branding is on point, the partners have been done. Is it work or has the fun?
For both of us, because we travel together, it's a lot of fun as well. But yes, you're right. It's influencing or content creation is a full-time job. In fact, because both of us had corporate jobs before this, I would say it's much more demanding than our previous jobs because your mind is at work 24/7. But I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Santanu also is an engineer, but does something which I bet nobody sitting in this room would know about. Can I have a raise of hand of, do you know what is art-fluence? Dead.
Because we just came up with the word just like right now.
Shantanu, what is art-fluence?
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Shantanu Hazarika and I am an artist by profession. And there's no such thing as art-fluence. I mean, art has always been influential throughout the ages. We have read about the different movements in art during the Renaissance time, during all different periods of time. But what is art in its truest form? It's a summary, it's a sort of a subjective understanding of any civilization. And it is always propagated through different mediums. Before it was through sculptures, before it was through portraits, paintings, and now it's through social media. So what I'm trying to do is merge the idea of art, get it out there for a wider audience to understand and perceive art how we artists see them as, basically. So art-fluencing, to be honest, is still a very subjective term. We just coined it. We're going to trademark this. And what I'm trying to do is create a design and introduce a quality or set a bar when it comes to art and design through social media.